Hi, this is Eric Prystowsky, and this is EP on EP. And I am thrilled today to have Dr. Andrea Russo with us, who this year is for the 2018, she's the chairperson of the HRS National Scientific Session. So, Andrea, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for inviting me to do this with you today.
So, this is a huge responsibility, okay? Not Trumpian huge, but I mean, really huge responsibility. And I suspect there were some challenges. So before we get into the actual program, do you want to give us some of maybe the challenges that you faced this year and kind of what you did to get around them?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's been really a lot of fun putting the program together, working with some really great people on the program committee. But as always, there's some challenges in anything we do. So I like challenges. It's always fun to have new challenges. This year, it was a little bit different. The challenges related more towards some of the changes that we see in healthcare, some of the changes that we see in the ability of our colleagues to travel to meetings. So trying to anticipate how we're going to be able to get people to the meeting and how people are, what we're going to expect, in terms of what people are going to come, where they're going to come from, and what kinds of programs to put on. But it's been fun and we've been successful, and it looks like we have a great meeting coming.
Yeah, I've been a bit listening to some of these discussions from my international colleagues. Sounds like this is going to be a worldwide problem for all the national societies. Is that what you gather?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, and it's so we're not alone. It's not just in the United States; it's throughout the world. We're having the same types of challenges. But the important thing is really that face-to-face interaction, getting to a meeting, being able to network with people, share new ideas, put together some new research projects. It's not the same as doing online education. So I think all of us know that, and I think we're going to have. I anticipate a lot of people are going to come to meetings throughout the world.
That's great. So now let's get into the meeting. Um, I'm sure there are a lot of things that you'd like to tell us about. Unfortunately, we're time limited. So what I'd like to ask you off the bat is, what are you most excited about? Because you're an innovative person to begin with, and I'm guessing there's some innovative things. In fact, I got an invite to something that I'm still not sure what it is. So why don't you tell us what you're most excited about?
Yes, I'm excited about a lot of the new programs and some of the old programs that have always been successful. But one of our themes actually is innovation. So inspiration and innovation, gathering people together. One of our themes has always been together we are. So to get people together, to put together programs where people can ask questions, get involved with the speaker. So one of the programs, and thank you for accepting the challenge to be.
I still don't have any idea what I'm doing.
It's only for a few unique people because you have to be able to be willing to be challenged in front of people. It's not something that you prepare a lot for ahead of time. So this is a master's class. And so we have a few of these this year with pioneers in the field like yourself, where there are cases presented, challenging cases. I believe yours is involved in challenging cases in the EP lab. What are mechanisms? How do you really figure out what's going on with this patient and how best to treat it? That's one of the things we're really looking forward to this year. We have, as usual, we have late-breaking trials. We have that's always been a high attendance at the meetings, and that's a place where people can share new innovation, new multi-center trials, and we're looking forward to that also. We have a lot of sessions that we've had before, things like Hyde Park, where people can.
Yeah, they're always fun.
They're always
Yeah.
fun. People in the hallway walking by, and they draw big crowds. We have people getting up on a podium talking about things that are controversial. For example, do we put subcutaneous ICDs in patients? Do we need registries? Is this just a lot of extra work? Do we need to anticoagulate people with subclinical AFib? Topics like that. We also have a lot going on in terms of the climate out there in the digital world. What about the impact of mobile devices? Everyone has a smart phone,
That's
a smart
great.
watch.
You tell me a little bit more about that because you and I we both practice, we both see patients. I'm sure you're getting people sending you tracings like I am. So are you going to get into that in some detail and maybe where we should be going?
Yeah, so that's another one of the areas of innovation that are going on out there, and we'll be talking about that. And there'll be some sessions on mobile technology and how that fits into our the digital world fits into our life.
And I think you're the plenary speaker. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Isn't he a part of all this?
Yes, actually, our plenary speaker her name is Sherry Turkle. She's from MIT, and she's very much involved in the interaction between the digital world and people, and how people interact, how people have conversations in the era of the digital world. We're all using, we see Twitter, we see you on
Right.
Twitter. You're at least
I'm
you
not on
mentioned on
Twitter.
Twitter. You're not on Twitter, but you're
I'm
mentioned
not on
on Twitter.
Twitter.
There's been pictures of you and other people who are not on Twitter or on Twitter if they don't know about it.
I did not know that. Really?
Well, yeah, when you received an award at a meeting, you were on Twitter,
Twitter,
and
okay.
so everyone sees it, responds to it. It gets forwarded and retweeted, and it's actually been a lot of fun. Actually, this meetings like HRS are already on Twitter. There's been talk of the cybersecurity is another one of the innovative topics.
Wow. Yeah, that's really important.
The Heart Rhythm Society put together a summit on cybersecurity, and we'll be talking about some of the findings from that summit, where there's been this multidisciplinary group, the FDA, actually the FBI, other governmental agencies
and that's
are
going to
involved
be
in
your
that.
sessions on that at the program?
So there's, so
that's very
the
cool.
health policy
That's
session
great.
on cybersecurity. So we're looking forward to that.
And let me ask you another thing. CMS just came out with their new ruling. Are you going to spotlight some of that so that everyone's up to date on what's appropriate to do and not? I know you've had a really strong interest in that.
Yeah, well, thank you for bringing that up. That's actually another topic that's going to be discussed at the annual meeting, is how that, with the new national coverage decision coming out, how does payment for ICDs, how will that change in the United States? What about the registry? Will there be a need for the registry? And so that will be also discussed at HRS. So really important topics related to clinical practice.
I'm ready to go. This sounds very exciting. I can't bone up on my area, unfortunately, but I hope I'll have enough experience to do a good job at my session. One last thing, which is totally a little off track, but you're really one of the most successful women electrophysiologists, and I could drop the women off that, and it would still be appropriate. But are you going to have anything at the meeting that is going to help some of the younger women trying to climb the ladder, that give them some pointers?
Yeah, no. Thank you for mentioning that. So actually, professional development is another one of the key things we started last year at HRS. We will continue this year for women and for men, for both sexes, ways for people to network. And I think one of our biggest challenges and one of our biggest goals are to get some of the younger electrophysiologists more engaged in HRS, and we have a lot, that's focused on them. Actually, we even have something this year, the second annual Heart Rhythm Bowl.
I saw that. Yes,
and it was really, a hit last year, and so we're continuing it this year, where fellows from around the globe, again, we're an international meeting around the world, will be competing in a friendly competition in electrophysiology.
Wow, this has been exciting. The meeting sounds great. I'm not surprised at all with your skill sets. Andrea, thank you for taking the time to tell this to all of our members out there. And I look forward to seeing you at HRS.
Yeah, thank you, Eric. And thank you for inviting me.